Thank you again for listening to another episode of Behind the Royal Curtain. This is episode 3. It's Nathaniel and
Shaun.
And we are here with Jennifer Rauscher, who is doing the music direction for the upcoming show, the VHS Christmas Carol, as well as dozens of other ones. What's
Probably
the number
has
now?
been. Oh my gosh. Well, I've been in over 50 productions. I've been music director for the past many Apple Festival programs,
Sure.
plus a few in between throughout the rest of the season.
So our first question that we ask everybody is, how did you get to here? How did you get to the Royal Theatre? What was your start?
My start was in 2010. I missed auditions for White Christmas because I was out of town taking a college class, and I got back and emailed the executive director at the time and said, hey, I know I missed auditions, but I would love to help out. I've done a little bit of everything. Where do you need me? She was like, oh, I think the costumer needs some help. Why don't you just show up and hang out at rehearsal and talk to the costumer? So I did. And I just sang along with the music rehearsal for the fun of it. And then a few weeks later, I'm measuring people for costumes. And Janet says, hey, Jennifer, can you sing second soprano? And I said, yeah. And she handed me a script and I was in the show. And I had a total of 4 lines, and I was in the chorus to fill in for someone who had dropped out. And then the next year, I got cast as Dorothy Gale in The Wizard of Oz, and I had every other line in the script. I had the entire show memorized.
So you really went from like almost none to...
from feast to famine.
to all of
Wait,
them.
from famine to feast. Yes.
There you go.
So yeah, and then over the time, I am the music teacher at the elementary school. I just kind of fell into the music director
Sure.
role. I was doing some of the music for, I think it was Sound of Music, and then I ended up taking over all the music for Sound of Music, and just from then on, I've kind of been the go-to music director. So,
well, it works. The music's pretty good all the time, so you're doing a solid job.
well, it helps when you got lots of people who can sing. So,
So how much fun has this show been thus
oh my
far?
gosh, it's been so much fun.
Yeah.
The music is fantastic. It is just absolute joy, and we have so many strong singers in this. It's been pretty easy on my part. It's like, here's your music, go learn it, and they come back and they sing it, and it sounds really good.
Yeah, that's I think the advantage of like a sung through musical is it's, at least from my point of view, so much easier to learn it, because then you can just throw on the songs, you can listen to them in the car, just like passively. Whereas if you have lines, that's a whole lot harder to learn by yourself. It
depends. And I have gone both ways on that. Lines, because I have an app that I listen to and I go back and forth and talk to myself on the app while I'm in the car. And for solos, or maybe even just a duet, it's a lot easier to hear it. But if you're in the chorus and you're like the middle part of an ooh that comes in halfway through the song, I found that a whole lot harder to learn.
Sure.
Even passively listening to the soundtrack on endless loop, I have to go through and I have to like actually plunk it out on the piano. So like for our last show, SpongeBob, my solo songs, I had no problem. But when I was oohing and ahhing with the chorus, it took me forever to learn that. So
You could just do what I do and fake it. Just make the mouth.
I'm not allowed to fake it. People follow me.
Sure, yeah. People don't follow me. I just make the mouth movements and hope that nobody notices.
Now I do.
Well,
You have outed yourself.
Was there any like specific challenge with this show that you didn't expect, or vice versa? Anything that you thought would be challenging that ended up being a total breeze?
Honestly, the timing and the rhythm, because it's very conversational. It's pretty tricky. And there's a lot of places that lines are just swapped back and forth between characters, very much like dialogue, because it is all sung through. Everything is very dialogue. And everybody picked up on it really quick. And I was very proud of all of you.
Well, thank you. My biggest worry, and I don't think it's mattered at all, is we've only done 2 rehearsals a week in comparison to normally we do 3. So we've had 66% of the normal rehearsals.
Yeah.
And it hasn't felt
No, not
like
at all.
that. I mean, the show is shorter.
Yeah, being shorter. And also there are no like big production dance numbers, so we
Sure.
don't have to devote a lot of time to that.
Mhm.
So I think it's worked out really, really well,
Yeah.
especially being Christmas and everybody's schedule being absolutely packed with stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it made it a whole lot more enticing for me just coming off of SpongeBob. It was like, I've done 3 nights a week for the past 3 months. Do I want to add 3 nights a week for another 2 months?
Yes.
And it being only 2 nights, I was like, well, I can do 2.
Yeah. Well, and on the other side of that, because I do all of the music and all the cues for it, this one has 14 tracks, including Exit and Bows, and SpongeBob had 83. So it was a whole lot less work behind the scenes too.
Yeah, I would imagine that probably makes the show, in terms of the music directing, a lot easier than SpongeBob.
Oh, so much easier.
Just because of, because I was in it, and you said this is a show SpongeBob was designed or was written for Broadway.
Yes.
This show was written by Starkid, correct?
Yeah, it's a
Starkid Productions,
and they just kind of write and they write great stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But, very much not so Broadway.
No, not so Broadway.
I'm sure that makes it a ton easier for them to pick up.
A ton easier. Well, and also there aren't as many vocal parts. Like there might be 2 different parts going on, possibly 3. But with SpongeBob, you might have a 7-part chord going on, which we didn't do all 7 parts.
No, we didn't.
There was no reason to do all 7 parts.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit then about the show, kind of what to expect. You already said it's all sung through.
It is all sung through. It is wonderfully faithful to the original Christmas Carol. I read it every winter going up to Christmas, and it was you and Stephanie showed me a clip from it like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think so.
And it was the scene where the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come is taking Scrooge through, and I was so faithful to just this little teeny tiny chunk of where he's listening to the guys talk about, you going to go to the funeral? I'll go if there's lunch. I'm like, that's straight from the story. So even though it is undeniably 80s and goofy and funky, it is so faithful to the original. It is like the essence of the Christmas Carol. So even if you've never read the original story, you're going to get the original story.
Right.
It's phenomenal. But it's, like I said, it's so approachable, so undeniably 80s and just fun. And then you're hit with these really, really serious moments. Yeah. Which will just like the whiplash of ha, 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 ha. I'm like, oh, Tiny Tim just died. Spoiler, he dies. Not really. Or when Scrooge is breaking up with his fiancée, it's like, well, that's, it's, you get the whole emotional roller coaster going on there. It's great. Yeah.
Well, and one of my favorite things is how undeniably 80s it is, right? Like all of the songs are very much homages. I won't say all of, but a lot of Cyndi Lauper or a Whitney Houston.
Definitely.
Or like a Celine Dion, something like that. And I think that's part of the fun of it is if you are familiar with that kind of music, hearing those, because all of those artists have a certain
a certain style.
Right? And hearing that style in this is just a very fun, passive thing that you can do while watching it, is picking up on those little
little we were doing that at rehearsal, and it's like, does this song remind you of? I'm like, yes, that's exactly the song that reminded me of. Yes.
So you said you are in this one, you've done music direction for this one, but you've also done a lot more. In the past, what was your favorite? I know that's a tough question. Your favorite role?
That's an easy question.
Oh, is it?
Yes. What? It is a tie between Donna and Mamma Mia and Sound of Music, Maria and Sound of Music. Those are my two absolute favorites. Gotcha. Yep. Partly the music and partly just the storytelling, because they're such great stories.
They are, yeah. Yep. I mean, the music in Mamma Mia is...
it's iconic.
It's so good.
Yeah. That was another easy one. It was like, here is your music, and everybody came in knowing it. It was just a matter of putting things in the right order.
Yeah, that's probably the advantage of like jukebox musicals, which we haven't done super frequently. But most of those songs, you've, at least through like cultural osmosis, Dancing Queen.
You're at least familiar with it, so it's just a matter of like plugging in the details.
Yeah. So how... any familiar faces that we'll probably see in the show?
Oh, absolutely. Well, Nathaniel. Hi, Nathaniel. Sydney. Hi, Sydney. I'm in it. Brian's in it. He's been in several. Okay, let me think. We've got, you said familiar faces. Now I'm like, Valerie's been in it. Yes, I'm trying to think of the cast list. Do I have the cast list? Hang on.
I can help you out as well.
I'm sure you could, but I got it right here in front of me. Gage. Gage showed up.
Okay.
last year, 2 years ago, out of the blue.
Hood,
yes. Hood was his first one. So he's in it. David Merritt's in it. He's been in a lot. Maya, Heather Green Hill has been in a bunch. Allie has been in a bunch. She was our Cinderella. Sophie she's got solos this time. I'm so proud of her. She's doing such a great job. Yes.
Sophie?
Yeah,
yes, that's Sophie.
Yeah.
Cool.
She's doing so good. She sounds so good. I'm so proud of her.
Good for her.
Everybody sounds good, but I'm so proud of her. Let's see. We've got some new people too. Do you want to hear the new people?
Yeah, and I think the new people are doing phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Two of my former students, Evie and Jocelyn Merritt, I taught both of them way back in grade school, like you and her. And this is the first time I've gotten them both in a musical. This is like Jocelyn's first show, and she is nailing it. I'm so proud of her. Vivian, she's been in a couple. The first one I saw her in was Dracula. Yeah. She was in SpongeBob too. Deborah is a friend of Alyssa, yes.
The executive director.
Yeah, executive director. Yeah, and so she showed up. Who else is in there? Carol Ann. She's in a few also. She was in, I think the first one I was in her with was Radium Girls. Yeah. Several years back. Yeah.
Is
that everybody?
2020.
That was 23.
23? Yeah. One of those. Did I
March
get
of 23.
Nathaniel, you, Brian, David, Maya, Evie, Jan. Oh, Jan. She's got me listed as Jan on there.
We have been referring to you as Jan.
Yeah. Oh, Curtis and Walker. They share a role. The Tims.
They share the role of Tiny Tim, which is so fun.
It really is.
And that's what I like about the show is it really, even though there are serious notes, it does not take itself seriously in any capacity.
Well, it takes the silliness very seriously, which is wonderful.
Yes.
I love taking the silliness seriously because you just have to embrace the cheese and dive in head first. Because if you do it halfway, it is not going to work.
No, you fully gotta commit to it.
Yeah, like when we did Hood, that was also an '80s throwback type of thing, and you just had to fully commit to the bit, or it was not going to work.
Yeah. So, what we do when we ask all of our guests this question at the end, what does the theater mean to you?
This is my second home. I moved here. It was the middle of nowhere. I moved here in 2009, knowing zero people, absolutely nobody. And I started coming to rehearsals and got put on stage, like I said, in 2010 for White Christmas. And I remember sitting there at the table on stage, surrounded by all of these wonderful theater people going, oh, I'm home now. And so, gosh, I'm not going to cry. Nope, not going to cry. So this really is my second home. I've met so many wonderful people here. And that is one of the reasons I stay, because I probably could go teach somewhere that might pay a little better. but I love it here. I was going to say I wouldn't leave if you paid me, but I probably wouldn't leave if you paid me. I love it here.
Well, thank you.
We love having you here.
Yes, we do.
I love being here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for sitting down with us. Come see VHS Christmas Carol, December 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. Those first three are at 7 o'clock. That last one is a Sunday matinee at 2. Thank you.
Thank you.